Here's Fournette.
Brady knew
in a direct snap. Fournette. He is going to throw it to Brady. Oh, and Brady slips and is picked up by Tariq Woolen.
Bob pressure coming. Fires for Hockenson. He's got it into Miami territory. Down the sideline. And Hockenson is tripped up.
There's a fake. Pressure up the middle. Winston, there he goes. Going deep. Down the field. Intercepted. 60 seconds left in the quarter. Mills slinging it, and it's picked off. Intercepted. Rodney McLeod extends. Touchdown.
Not getting anything going at all.
2nd and 8. Off play action. Wilson going deep downfield into a lot of traffic, and somehow, some way, it is caught inside the 25-yard line.
Block those guys. It's blocking Jeffrey Simmons. It's blocking the base front 7.
Open. Shepard all alone. Shepard breaks a tackle and into the end zone. Sterling Shepard.
Week 1 victory for Pittsburgh surprised everybody walking into Orchard Park and getting the win. Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick 6. Minka Fitzpatrick is an absolute ball hawk.
Not a lot of guys down here. This Minnesota defense.
A little pitch. Barkley looking for a seam. Great cut. Saquon Barkley in for the touchdown.
This explosive offense gets things going with a quick throw down the seam, and it's Trent Sherfield. A big play on the first one. Home run. Play 1 to the house. What a start for the Dolphins.
He knows that short slant is Michael Thomas's route.
Winston again. Just firing now, and it's picked off again. Mike Edwards has it. Edwards looking for the end zone. One man to beat, and Edwards is going to go for the touchdown. 4 catches, 55 yards. Bridgewater airing it out deep downfield, and that is caught on the rebound by Hill.
2 picks. He fumbled a couple times as well. He's going to throw here, much more aggressive to begin. A deep ball for Mooney. Oh, what a shot! Perfectly thrown and hauled in.
Play fake. Wentz taking a deep shot down the middle of the field for Brown. He's got it! De'Ami Brown! Touchdown!
That can win you games, literally win you games.
Walker on first down. It's picked off. What a play! Lorenzo Carter takes it in for a Falcons touchdown. Must get to the 23 for a first down. Goff under pressure, lost the football. Patriots recover. It's in the hands of Kyle Duggar, and he will take it all the way for a New England defensive touchdown.
They're starting to get on the same page at the right time.
3rd down here. All day. Brady letting it fly. Evans is open again. He's got it. Evans inside the 10, and he scores.
Get up, snap it around 22. If you get the first down, take a timeout.
There it is at 22. Rodgers. He's picked, and this is going to the house. Jack Jones with the pick 6.
Your offensive linemen really have to hustle up so you can get up and spike the ball.
Pressure's coming. Herbert eludes the rush. Throws on the run, and it is caught!
Duvernay in motion with the shotgun to Jackson on 1st and 10. Oh, and he's got Bateman after the races. Chased by Holland. Chased on the play by Howard. And there he goes. Touchdown!
McCaffrey behind the line, looking to throw it. Airs it out, has Ayuk wide open. He's got it for the touchdown. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to the end zone to Jefferson. Is that possible? Touchdown.
For Jordan Love.
37. Here he is throwing in the middle. It's caught by Watson. He's got great speed. Turning the corner. Christian Watson down the sideline. And he will score.
You throw from different angles, you get the opportunity to get a ball tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Ray McLeod on 2nd down and 10. There he goes with the foot race They're not going to get him. You can kiss him goodbye.
Williams with a big hole. Jamal Williams. Can he take it to the house? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Lions.
Arizona. 3rd down and 9. Fields has time. Looking deep. Not there. Bernard chasing him. Fields eludes him. Fields is going to take off. Fields has room to run. He's got the first down into Houston territory and out of bounds.
Got a man read. They sent Skowronek in motion. You see they got the bunch with the 3 over the top.
Stafford. Kupp, what a catch. Cooper Kupp turns on the Jets. Kupp racing away. Cooper Kupp all the way. Touchdown.
16 times. He's caught 9. 3rd and 10. Tua going deep. Oh, he's got Hill. He's got Hill. That is 6.
Empty set for Heineke on 3rd down. 4-man rush. Heineke hit as he throws. It is ripped away by Devondre Campbell. And he's got plenty of green grass in front of him. Devondre Campbell, pick 6, Green Bay.
3rd down, 8. Big test for the young Jacksonville defense. They do bring extra pressure, and Wentz is protected for the end zone. And Dotson, he holds it in. It's a touchdown, Commanders. Ready? What is that? Here's Kamara from the 45. Ball's on the ground. Panthers pick it up. And they're going the distance. Marquise Haynes. Touchdown, Carolina.
Minshew has one-on-one for A.J. Brown. He's got it. A.J. Brown into the open field. Foot on the gas. To the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
First down and 20 now. Stidham airing it deep, looking for Devontae Adams, who makes a diving catch.
Get out
inside the 20 at the 19.
3rd and 8 to bring it heat. He got rid of it quick. A.J. Brown. Ball out. Picked up by Quay Walker. Is going to go. Walker's going to try to pick up bucks from Jair Alexander. Cuts back to the inside at the 30. Cuts back to the outside. Terrific run here by Walker, who will end the journey at the 13.
Tagovailoa blocked by Armstead. Going. He's got him. He's got him. Tyreek Hill. And the Dolphins have come back 60 yards. He's only had one 100-yard game. 2nd down. Oh, there's a big hole. He's off to the races. Chased by Harmon. Chased by Webb. And you can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Colts.
From the 10, 2nd and 18. Thibodeau got there. Got the ball out. Scooped it and scored. Touchdown, Giants. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a... 180. Mayfield backpedaling. Wide open is his man, Anderson.
As a team that should be in the mix for a playoff spot.
Okonkwo, the motion man. Fake it to Henry. And now throw it to Henry. Henry getting to the outside. Look out! Derrick Henry! The king is on his way! Loses the football and scooped up in the end zone.
Here's Cook. Dalvin Cook picks up a first down, still going inside the 30. Cook inside the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Going underneath, and is tipped, and interception. And all the way inside the 10 to the end zone goes Marco Wilson.
For the team and for those players individually. There's Walker on 1st down. Gets the edge. Walker down the sideline.
He's got the speed. Walker chugging down the sideline. Can he outrace Michael Davis? He can.
And a touchdown out of empty. Eagles playing with pace.
Hurts faking the handoff, the pass, bat into the air, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Cisco. Cisco still going inside the 20. Cisco is going to score. Pick 6 for Jacksonville.
Officials said they stopped play because of a play clock that needed to be reset. It's history now. The completion to Hockenson, who slips a tackle, and he's going to get a first down. And he stayed in bounds. They did not rule him out. Hockenson inside the 5.
Hurts keeps around the edge and bends it back down, fighting for the end zone. What a run! Another 100 yards against the 49ers again for Cooper Kupp. This one is juggled, picked. There goes Hufanga. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pick 6.
Dreams coming true much faster than it looked like it was going to. They'll let him throw again. Wide open Deebo Samuel. Got a block from George Kittle. Deebo Samuel. There he goes. Foot on the gas. All the way. Touchdown San Francisco. A 74-yarder.
Yeah, Mark, you do get credit for not turning it over, and they haven't so far, as Heineke avoids pressure and heaves it deep. Samuel, the officials down there, and Samuel makes the catch!
Bridgewater guns it, intercepted, picked up by Kyle Duggar, works the sideline, stutter step move from Duggar, and he's in
his pass on 4th and long. Execute. They need the 23 for a first down. Herbert with time, now running out of time, throws on the run, down the sideline, caught in the end zone. Keenan Allen for the touchdown.
Second straight start for the Giants inside the 10. And on first down, Saquon Barkley to the sideline. Barkley tiptoeing down the sideline, and here comes the speed. Barkley shoved out of bounds near the 20 by Kevin Byard.
Yeah, he's a coach's son, and he knows that you never get ahead of yourself. As Hurts going down the field, can they do it again? Yes, they can! A.J. Brown, incredible!
Just picking up 5 or 6 yards. Per play here, they've got to be able to get it down the field.
Mills throwing, intercepted. Picked off in the middle of the field by Duron Harmon. Harmon up the sideline. Harmon is going to take it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Dobbs is hit from behind. The ball's out. They're calling this a fumble at the moment. And the return by Allen for the touchdown.
Gino will turn around and hand it off, and there's Walker's first big run of the game, and it's a huge hole. Kenneth Walker, the 21-year-old rookie, is going for 69 yards into the end zone, and we're tied at 31.
38th play in New England territory. Burrow off his back foot, it's intercepted. Down the sideline, Marcus Jones has got speed. Still going all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
What he did to the broadcast industry allows guys like me to do this.
Fake. Prescott has plenty of time. Ferguson wide open. Look at him go. Jumping over people at the 30 and then head down inside the 25.
That'd be interesting, Evan, to see what Andy Reid wants to do with something like that if he calls his plays to the opposite side.
Mahomes, he'll just chuck it ahead, and it's caught. McKinnon has that next gear. Touchdown on a full sprint to the end zone.
Gordon is now in. 1st and 10, Melvin Gordon. Oh, he fumbled again! He fumbled again! Robertson's got it! And he's got an entourage by midfield. Got a block by Hobbs. And there he goes! He's got 6!
Tagovailoa under pressure, found a hole for Jalen Waddle, got a block and got free. Waddle with the speed, takes it inside the 30, keeps on going, all the way home. Touchdown, Miami.
Motion man Hinton. Fake it. Wilson. Intercepted. Picked up by Willie Gay. And Gay is going to take it all the way Touchdown, Kansas City.
And Tennessee's starting to hit that stride.
Smith. Oh, it's picked! What a play by Zaven Collins! And this game is flipped. Arizona with a defensive touchdown. It's Hurts. It's a deep ball. Looking for Devontae Smith. What a catch! Inside the 5. Blitz coming. Picked up. Prescott looking to run. Throws across his body downfield.
Oh, Lamb, a one-hander. And a penalty to boot.
3rd and 4. Blitz coming. Prescott throws backwards and intercepted. Jenkins has another one. Racing down the sidelines. Rayshon Jenkins is going to win it. Clock ticking. Down to 40 seconds. Heineke looking. Heineke. They keep the play alive again. He flips it downfield, and McLaurin, the hometown kid, hauls it in at the 1-yard line. What a grab.
2nd and 10, quick pass outside, and that is complete. That is Moreau, and Moreau fighting for yardage. The ball is loose again. Picked up by the Cardinals. This is Byron Murphy to the end zone for the touchdown and the win.
You better be able to do that, and St. Brown does really well. Here's Patterson, who fumbled the last time he touched it. Cordero Patterson has a seam. Patterson splits it. Goodbye. Cordero Patterson, the 9th time in his NFL career. A house call on a kick. 4-man rush. Fields stepping up. Sidearm sling. He's got a connection. There goes Montgomery, who lost the football, and the Cowboys have it. It's Parsons on top of it. Micah Parsons on the move, and Micah Parsons is in.
They're 52% on 3rd and long, which is like unheard of.
Kelsey's not in for this play. Mahomes is dancing around. Now finds an open man. It's Smith-Schuster bouncing off the hit, and here he goes to the end zone for the touchdown.
8 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage for the Dolphins.
3rd down 2. It's Jackson. Oh my gosh, here he goes. He'll sprint. He's being chased by Howard. Looking behind. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown.
On both sides so far, 9 plays. Only 12 yards total for both teams combined. No first downs. This is Nixon, who's dangerous. Oh, here he goes! My goodness! He's taking it the distance! Oh, a good ball comes out of his hands, and it's toward the end zone, picked up in Miami with the touchdown and the lead.
7-1, trying to win a 7th in a row today. Here's Delvin Cook on 1st down, and Cook's got room. Delvin Cook takes off down the sideline. There he goes. The big play they desperately needed.
You never know with these guys. From the 2, Mahomes escaping. On the move, Mahomes stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown to Edwards-Helaire.
Hurts on a quarterback draw. Nowhere to go. The ball is loose. Sitting on the turf. It's picked up by Bolton. No one in front of him is going to score.
Beautiful stadium. One of my favorites in the league. Now open for its 7th year. Kene Nwangwu will take it back for the 4. Patriots doing a good job, but Nwangwu gets free down the sideline. He's in bounds. He's going. Nwangwu 30, 20. He will score.
It's his 3rd consecutive double-digit sack season. Fields moves in the pocket and gets away. Justin Fields takes off, turns a sack into a big gain and a 1st down. Justin Fields, otherworldly, stays in, steps out at the 9.
Hurts has all day, loaded up, taking a shot, looking for A.J. Brown. He's got it! Touchdown!
He sends Adams, the star, in motion, sets up on the right side. And on 3rd and 5, going deep downfield, and the coverage is good. There's a one-handed flag comes in. There's Adams. And all night long, it's going to be Adams and Jalen Ramsey.
And the Ravens, and away we go from Maryland. Duvernay will bring it out. Got a block from Hill. He's got a lead blocker on the way, chased by the kicker. Getting a block from Harrison. All the way he goes.
Number 1 in the league on 3rd down.
Yeah, they are the Bills, 56% on 3rd down, but it's 3rd and 10, throwing into the wind, way down the field. Oh my goodness! This is going to be 98 yards to Gabe Davis.
Pollard, right up the middle. Tony Pollard breaking free. Pollard cuts back. Pollard all the way. Touchdown, Dallas.
Jackson told us that Linderbaum from day one just looked like he belonged. He doesn't know if it's an Iowa thing like Marshall Yonda. Jackson somehow upright and throws it downfield. The bobble caught. A wild play.
Another chip shot try. From 20, and it's blocked. That's a live ball into the hands of Mike Jackson. And he gets past Wisnowski. Tariq Woolen comes up huge. The rookie with the block. And Mike Jackson with his first NFL touchdown. And 2 timeouts. They'll get the ball to start the second half. This is a huge drive for Justin Fields. Taking a shot for Darnell Mooney. What a catch! Absolutely incredible!
He looks in the mirror and he sees a 230-pound running back. I mean, he's that kind of guy.
2nd and 3. Trubisky on the move down the sideline, and reaching up for it is George Pickens, and he hauls it in.
3rd and 29. Jones steps up, tries to avoid it, buys some time. Jones uncorks, deep ball. Touchdown on the ricochet!
Nobody's there to slow him down, picks up that momentum. Big guy to bring down.
Again, quick tempo, and picked off at the 1-yard line. That is Watson out in front. Snead to protect him as well. All the way for the touchdown.
Of course. Tough. Right, with pads on. Exactly. Well, here he is again in the run up the middle. He fights for the first down, but he lost the ball. Gilman kicked it out. It's still free. Tyreek's got to look out. Tyreek Hill might go. Tyreek Hill was right on the spot, and he's gone for a touchdown. Unbelievable.
And now on 3rd down, Fields will yank it, and there's room to run for Fields. Fields, baby. Turn it on the speed. Fields on the angle, trying to outrace Okudah, and he'll beat him to the goal line for the touchdown.
At the running back to play the style of football that he'd really like to be able to play right now.
3rd down and 3. Quick throw. What a catch. Samuel stays upright. Terrific catch and run. One-on-one with Ramsey. Can't bring him down. Samuel. Highlight reel. Touchdown.
From the 16-yard line, Marcus Jones. Got a block from Schooler. Here he goes. He's going to try to beat the punter. He does. He's gone. And that is a touchdown.
There you go. Walker on 1st down. Moving to his left. And now Walker fires downfield. Looking for DJ Moore. Makes a diving catch for a Panthers touchdown.
So 2:28 on the clock. No timeouts remaining. They're going to set up the screen with Dalvin Cook and let him chew up the yards. Dalvin Cook! There he goes! Dalvin Cook is going to be caught up with blockers inside the 5. Touchdown!
You got to get back here more often.
It's a great area.
And we will.
Here's Allen.
Trying to go deep to Davis. He pulled it in. Incredible catch.
Oh, incredible is right. Jacobs Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game.
As we welcome you to Orchard Park with 2 minutes left in a 4-point game. Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson pulled it in. The catch of his life.
Put them right around Hundley. He reaches. Oh, that ball's out. That's live. Back the other way. Sam Hubbard. The Cincinnati Kid. Hubbard's got a convoy. Chased by Andrews. At the 30. The 20. He will score. Mac Hollins out on defense. He's all the way back. Stevenson
is anyone going to?
Is inside the 30, flips it back. Stanford band nowhere in sight. It's picked off. Oh no! Unbelievable! Oh wow! Incredible! Chandler Jones takes it in and wins the game for the Raiders.
Cincinnati could move up to the 2. And Buffalo could fall back to the 3 if the Bills lose here. Cincinnati goes on to a win, which you might expect. Baltimore shorthanded. Here comes Hines again. Oh my goodness! Can he do it twice? Is this for real? Can you believe it? Even a little Dion strut to the end zone. 101 yards.